Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridgemaster Advanced Puzzles. Today we're going to be working through 10 of the advanced C puzzles, C-11 to C-20. So let's see what we have here at C-11. We're in 6 spades. Did the opponents bid? No. Okay. How are we for tricks? Well, if we were very optimistic, we could set up clubs. But realistically, I think the answer is going to be roughing 3 hearts in dummy, right? Rough the first one low, the second one with the ace, and then the last one with the jacks, because you don't mind if they over-rough at that point. You'll just lose 1 spade, right? Trick ordering matters a little bit. Like, you have to make sure you have hand re-entries. You don't want them roughing stuff. But you need each defender to have, I don't know, I mean, we win this. We need everyone to follow to the first heart, so, the first heart rough. So, I don't think we have to catch anything yet. And then, which of these entries do we use next? We need both of these to live, right? Like, to win. I guess it doesn't matter which one we use, right? We should cash both of them now before anyone has a chance to pitch on a heart. Then we can rough a heart high, a club high, and a heart low, and they'll just get the queen of spades. If you try to cash just one of these aces and then cross back to hand with the other after taking a heart rough, you risk someone pitching their last card in a minor on the ace of spades. So I think we have to cash both here. Yeah, and now we can claim rough high, and this rough, you don't. Someone's going to get the queen no matter when. You don't care if they over-rough that or not. You just know they're going to get only the queen of spades. Does Fred agree that you should cash them both? I assume so, but like, is he going to mention it? Maybe it just doesn't matter that much. It looks like it doesn't in this layout anyway. Rough your hearts, cash the ace of hearts, rough low. Cross the closed hand and lead another heart. So I think it's a slight improvement to cash the ace here in case an opponent has only 1 heart and only 1 diamond. Like, that's pretty unlikely, obviously. Oh, maybe it's impossible. No, this would be if they had 2 hearts and 1 diamond, right? Which is not technically impossible. It would give their partner, 6 hearts and 7 diamonds. So that's probably not how the auction would have gone if someone had 2 voids. But okay, all right, fair enough. It's not likely to matter. But also, you need them to follow, so you might as well cash it early. I think my line is like technically superior, but it's never ever going to matter. And so Fred gives you credit for either one of them. Well, the opponents are going to take 3 spade tricks, right? The ace, the king, and a rough. And then we're going to have to play diamonds for no losers, right? Unless we could somehow play low to the jack and then play a club diamond squeeze? Doesn't seem very likely. No, there can't be an end play because we've already lost 3 spades, so don't bother thinking about that anymore. I mean, I don't know. End play is a very broad term. I feel like these days at least, people usually use it to mean a strip, a throw-in, that those are 2 names for the same thing, and end play is often used synonymously with it, but There are also people who say an end play is one of many different kinds of plays you can make near the end of the hand. East pitched a club for what it's worth on the second spade. So playing diamonds for no losers is the obvious approach. Maybe there's some wacky club diamond thing, but I doubt it. You can either play East for the Doubleton King, in which case low to the Jack, then Ace, dropping the King, and then the Queen will be a winner. Or you can play West for Singleton King, in which case just play Ace, Jack, Queen. Or more realistically, you can play West for a Singleton or Doubleton 10, in which case run the Queen. East covers, but the Ace, Jack, and 9 are all winners. Or East ducks, in which case you just repeat the finesse. So if West has the 10, either Singleton or Doubleton running the Queen works. If he has the King, you have to hope it's Singleton, in which case cashing the Ace works. But I feel like we should probably make some kind of discovery play here, cash all the hearts and clubs, or enough to see how much of each West has. It's like, I feel like if you have Ace, King, 6 of spades, and the King of diamonds, you're probably just supposed to open with 1 spade, not 2, right? But maybe Fred doesn't agree. Styles are not the same today as they necessarily were in the past. We're going to leave the Ace... Okay, so West has 1 spade. We're going to leave the Ace and dummy as a re-entry to use after roughing out the clubs, I guess, to find out how many of those West has. But I mean... If West has 6 spades and 1 heart... then that's 6 minor suit cards. It would be tough for West to have a Singleton, to even have a Doubleton diamond, yeah? Because that would require 4 clubs. Whereas having 4 diamonds, that would require just 2 clubs, right? So I guess, yeah. We're going to find out whether West has 2 or 4 clubs. If he has 4, we won't find out. But okay, we see he has at least 3 clubs. Which means... at most 3 diamonds, right? Six spades. One heart. Yeah, West has at most 3 diamonds. So no line that involves playing West for long diamonds can possibly work. We can't play low to the Jack and find East's King Doubleton. It just can't possibly succeed. So we have to play West for short diamonds. Not a surprise, that's what we thought he would have at the beginning, but it was possible the other way. You know, we need him to have a 4-card minor, and that might have been clubs or diamonds. If he has a Doubleton, well, and he can't have a Singleton, because that would be 5 clubs, which is impossible. Too many have been played by East. All right, East has played 4, followed suit 3 times, and pitched 1 on a spade. So, West definitely has 2 or 3 diamonds. The only way we can succeed in that case is by leading the Queen, pinning West's 10. Yeah. So it turns out West had 4 clubs. But we had to do the scouting work to find that out before we touched the diamonds. just in case he had 4 diamonds and 2 clubs instead of the other way around. Or maybe in some universe he certainly could have had the singleton king of diamonds if he were like 3, 6, 1, 3. Would be very reasonable. Although, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe that hand isn't good enough to open 1 spade because it's a singleton king. Anyway, moving on. I see. If we ever lose the lead, the opponents threaten to take... Oh, this is just all about combining chances, right? We have 8 caching tricks. And if we ever try to duck a trick in something, the opponents will cache at least 4 spades. And if I even exit a spade just to like buy some time or something, the spades might be 5-2 and they could cache 5 of them. So we have to take 9 tricks without losing a trick. There are 3 ways we could do that. Maybe the diamonds are 3-2. That's certainly possible. If so, we have 10 tricks. Maybe the clubs are 3-3, in which case, again, 10 tricks. Maybe the queen of hearts is onside. We could just put in the 10 trick 1, and if West has the queen, we're good. But otherwise, we're not good. So what we need to do is test the diamonds and clubs before committing to whether we're going to take the heart finesse. So we win the ace here, and we're careful not to play the 2, which would block the suit, preventing us from finessing the queen later. We unblock the jack, and then cache a bunch of minor suit tricks and see if any... Nope. West has only 1 heart, so 1 diamond, so East has 4. I think we may as well cache this next, see if West can be convinced to pitch a club. Big surprise, he isn't. Now we try the clubs, see if these are breaking. But they're also not. So we fall back on the heart finesse, and it turns out it was working all along. Great, no problem there. 1 spade, 2 spades. Ah, finally! Every time I see ace 4th opposite small stiff and dummy, I'm like, let it be that hand. This is a fun one that that shows up occasionally in columns and books and the sort, where you have plenty of tricks, right? You can afford, if you're losing 1 club for sure, you can afford to lose 1 spade if necessary, because you can pitch the last 2 spades on diamonds. What you can't afford is to lose multiple spades. If you win the ace of spades and draw trump, the defense will say, okay, I win the ace of clubs and we cache 3 spades, you're down 2. So what you have to do is, the ace of spades is a stopper you can use whenever you want. Dummy being able to ruff a spade is a stopper you can only use right now. So you have to duck the first spade. Now if they continue spades, you can ruff it. And don't play a diamond, because the suit might be 4-1. So you ruff a heart to hand to draw trump. And now when the defense wins and continues spades, you say, oh, I'll just win the ace. They don't have time to get to the 4 of spades, because the ace stops them playing the suit. And God, you have a lot of clubs, huh? I'm not counting, but it seems like a lot. Anyway, and the diamonds are going to be good to pitch the last spade. Or alternatively, you could just say dummy's good. This is a fun little fancy play that you don't get to make too often at the table, but I mean, Bridgemaster's full of those, right? I think, when did I read this? When did I first see this trick? It was in a book by like David Byrd, right? Or there might have been like a bridge calendar that was like 365 bridge, or no, 52. There's like one for every week or something. Bridge, declare play techniques or something. I don't remember if it was one a day or one a week or something like that. I think I got one for Christmas and I just like read through the whole thing instead of doing it one a week. But maybe this was not from that. Maybe it was from a book. But I this is associated with the name David Byrd for me for some reason. Yeah, so you have to hang on to the ace of spades because it's the only stopper you can use once you start drawing trump. As they say, lose one trick now instead of 2 or 3 tricks later. Okay, we're in 6 clubs. We have an elimination, I guess, if the clubs happen to be 2-2. Because we can rough out the spades. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, then we can just try both finesses, I think. So win this. Cash 1 club for good measure. Nobody showed like 7 spades, right? Okay. Cash the ace. And 1 diamond? I think that's okay. Cross to a club, because if the suit is... We have to cross now, because if the suit is 2-2, then we need to rough a spade and still have a club in dummy. And if it isn't 2-2, then like it doesn't really matter whether we play the king now or later. We'll still have the 1 hard entry to take a diamond finesse if necessary. But it was 2-2, so we can rough a spade to eliminate that suit. And we know the diamond finesse is no longer interesting. If West has the queen, the finesse was losing, so it doesn't matter if you take it. Unless it's the doubleton, in which case it does matter that you not take it. Whereas if East has the queen, you still make the contract by losing the last diamond to him, and he has to return a diamond or a spade, or... Well, sorry. He has to return something bad. Yeah, so we didn't pick up the doubleton with West. But we lose 1 to East, and what's he supposed to do? You know, anything but a heart, and we get a rough slough. A heart, and we don't have to lose to the king. It would be a nice reward if we found the Queen of Diamonds doubleton offside. In this case, we just made a contract that we could have made anyway by finessing East. And in fact, could have made an overtrick by taking both finesses. But, you know, make your contracts. That's the goal. Nobody cares about overtricks. 6 hearts, opponent's silent. And they only had I don't know. I mean, this is not a crazy time to bid, but they clearly didn't have enough points to bid, so it's no shocker that they didn't. This is a discovery play. We find out whether we need 4 heart tricks or 5 by taking the diamond finesse before touching hearts. If we need 5 heart tricks, we play ace-king, hoping the queen drops doubleton. If we need only 4, then we can play ace low up to the jack, picking up queen 4th offside. There is a risk there, which is that, you know, someone might win the diamond finesse and then, you know, West might win the diamond finesse and give East a rough in spades. You know, unlikely, but it could happen. I think it's got to be worth the risk. Like, how likely is it that spades are 6-1? Not very, I think. Okay, the diamond finesse has worked. So we play ace of hearts and up to the queen. Up to the jack. Indeed, capturing West's... Well, not... Forcing West to hop with the queen. Now we do this, and we have to get back to hand. It's surely better to come back with a club than a diamond, right? We started with 6 in both suits. We've already cashed 1 here, so this is the suit people are less likely to be void in. Well, specifically West. And then we just cash the rest. Yeah, gotta take that diamond finesse early. Does Fred mention the possibility of a spade rough? Cashing a second top honor, yeah, of course, is bad because you can't finesse against the queen anymore. It's an example of a discovery play, yep. Okay, he doesn't mention that they might rough spades. Fair enough, it doesn't seem likely. But it is a risk you should be considering. This is a hand. So it looks like East is going to play an honor, and I'm probably supposed to duck, right? Because the opponents have, between them, 2 red aces. Right? And if East wins his red ace... Okay, if East has both, you're kind of in trouble no matter what. You only have 2 spade stops if East can lead through the king 10 twice. If West has both, you're basically fine, assuming you win the first spade, because they just can't knock out enough. They don't. You have 3 spade stoppers at that point. But one question to ask is, we're only in 3-0. How many tricks do we need from the red suits? Oh, maybe we're not supposed to duck. I'm now because the duck only matters if the spades are like 7-2, I think. We have 6 black tricks, and we need therefore 3 red tricks. Yeah, okay, that ducking idea was wrong. If we play on either red suit, they'll win the ace, covering one of our honors, perhaps. And if the suit is 4-2, then we'll only be able to take 2 extra red tricks in that suit before the avalanche of spades hits us. So what you have to do here is, okay, win this to make sure that we have a potential 2 stoppers if West should be on lead. And cross to dummy in clubs for a heart towards the king. This is a kind of weird finesse where, like, yeah, you could eventually win a heart anyway. But if East has the ace, he can't play it here, right? East wants to win a red ace and lead a spade for West. But if he plays the ace here, you have 3 hearts. That's the 3 red tricks you needed, right? So if East has the ace, you're getting a heart trick here. If West has the ace, you're perfectly content to let him win because he can't attack spades, and you'll definitely make the contract. Now that East has given us 1 heart, necessarily, not that he could help it, we say, oh, okay, I have 1 heart trick. Let's go after diamonds. I can definitely win 2 of those. It does feel like... No, I was thinking maybe the opponents might have a time that they could win the diamond and... strand the king of spades, but that never happens. We could take this finesse here, but it's obviously not working. And the opponents are obviously going to continue spades. There's no real advantage. It's all just over tricks anyway. We might as well win this, cash diamonds, hoping that they're 3-3 for an over trick, but they're not. So either way, we cash out the clubs for 9 tricks, and if the diamond had been a winner, we'd be happy to cash it now. So this is kind of an avoidance play, right? East is the danger hand because he can lead a spade through the 10. West is the safe hand because he can't. So we should find a way to make it awkward or impossible in other... Well, you want to make it hard for the danger hand to win tricks in general in these avoidance plays situations. Sometimes you can make it impossible by taking finesses against them and into the safe hand. Here we can't. But we can make it expensive for the danger hand to win a trick. They have to give us a heart we don't otherwise deserve if we lead towards the king. And that 1 trick is all we needed to what do you call, you stash something away, but there's a word for that named after a small rodent. You don't ferret it away, you squirrel it away, that's the word. We've squirreled away a heart trick, and now we can go back to diamonds. Okay, 3 diamonds, 3 no. I suggest we win this spade trick, having no other options. We have to combine our chances in clubs and diamonds, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks outside of clubs. So if we could take 4 club tricks, we'd be happy. Sadly, we're either going to take 6 or like 2. So 4 is not, sorry, not 6, 5 or 2. But so I think here we probably cash the ace-king of clubs to find out whether the clubs are 3-2. If so, we just duck one. If not, we have to play on diamonds and figure out how to do that correctly. And actually, I think I have already made a small mistake in saying that I should cash the clubs first. Obviously, I haven't played a wrong card, but I think something I said was not quite right. Shouldn't we cash one diamond first? Obviously, if the queen of diamonds is singleton, we'll have no trouble. But actually, wait a minute. No. Because we have 7 diamonds opposite 2, right? Which means any 3-1 split we can manage just by ducking a single diamond. Yes, I knew I had the right idea to begin with. We should duck a diamond first. This succeeds anytime diamonds are... Well, not first, but after testing clubs. Our first play in diamonds should be to duck one. This succeeds anytime diamonds are 3-1. But so does any play that doesn't involve playing the ace-king right away. The important thing about ducking is that if West has queen fourth, i.e. all the outstanding diamonds, we can then finesse against it later. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if in Bridgemaster, West were super duper alert. Yeah, I mean, honestly, even a good player should find this play as West. When we lead a diamond, testing the suit, West is going to play the queen. And we're going to say, oh, great, I don't have to take a finesse or lose a trick or anything. I can just play ace-king-jack. But it'll turn out that West actually has queen fourth. And now we've suddenly lost the ability to duck a diamond. You can imagine we have ace-king-queen of diamonds here, even. And we still should duck one to succeed against jack 10 fourth. West playing the queen kind of... It feels more like you're lucky to capture an honor with an honor, but you should be disciplined and still duck in case there are 4 diamonds over there. Anyway, so we test clubs. Okay, noted. They're not splitting, so fine. We should not test another club. West is addicted to honors, and he plays the queen? Yeah, I'm not falling for it, buddy. We play small. Now, you may say, how is West ever going to find this play at the table? When would you throw away the queen into a 7-card holding ace-king-jack? But, like I said, a good player should find this play. It's not like a play you could only make if you could see all the cards. West knows he has 4 diamonds, and there's 7 on dummy. There's only 2 others out there. If East has one of the 2 diamonds, then West is like still... Well, West is still taking a trick with it now... He has a diamond stopper no matter what, even if he throws the queen away. As long as the defense only needs 1 diamond trick, they should try to hold declare to 3 diamonds instead of 6. Right? Playing the queen gives declare a chance to go wrong if he was planning to duck. And if he was planning to finesse the jack anyway, then like... You know, he's gonna be like, great, my finesse worked, I'll win the ace. But if Declare was a good player, planning to duck a round of diamonds, the queen might convince him to go wrong. He might say, oh, okay, I don't have to lose a diamond anymore. He might get greedy and try for 7 diamond tricks. But 6 is plenty. So anyway, West has enough information to know that, like, diamonds seem pretty important to Declare, right? He should try to prevent Declare from taking 6 of them, and queen is the best way to maybe fool a Declare into making a mistake. This is one of those... We're going to play low spade to the king, right? Not the jack, even though that seems more natural. Because you have to play the spades for one loser, obviously. And, okay, let's win one of these and lead a spade up so we can see what's going on. We have 7 spades. Dummy has 2. So the opponents have 4. One of them has been played. There are 4 remaining. In what cases is low going to succeed? It sort of looks like it'll succeed anytime East has the queen, right? Whether he has queen X or queen third or ace queen third. In every case, low is going to force the ace, and then we can finesse in spades again. But we can't finesse in spades again. We don't have another dummy entry except for the diamond, and we need to be able to cash 3 diamonds to pitch a club loser. So we're never going to be in dummy again. This is our only chance to take a spade finesse. So actually, all the cases where East has queen third, whether including the ace or not, we can't succeed. There's no line that'll work. However, low to the king does succeed some of the time. Okay, so if spades are 2-2, it's a coin flip, right? Low works if East has queen X, high works if East has ace X. If West has only 1 spade, we're dead no matter what. So the 2-2 plays all cancel out, and we have to figure out what 3-1 holdings could we solve. And the answer is, well, if East has 1, we're dead. What if West has 1? Can we survive if West has the ace? No. That's when East has queen third, which we said we can't pick up. What about if West's only spade is small? Can we succeed then? No. We would have to play low. Okay, we win the trick. Congratulations. But East still has 2 spade winners. Or 1 spade and a club. But if West's singleton is the queen, we can succeed by playing the king. We don't need 2 finesses in that case. So basically every case of a 2-2 split cancels out. And all the other possibilities, or possible layouts, either are impossible or you have to play the king. So we play the king, finding the queen. Forces out the ace, we win the club. Oh no, heart return, okay. Draw trump and claim, but of course you can't claim. So I have to play it out instead. I don't know why they didn't implement claim when porting this from the old DOS/Windows software to BBO. Like, they must have had to do significant implementation work to like handle the cards shifting around and stuff. Surely they could just use whatever logic was in the original program for claiming, right? They already have UI for a claim button in RealBridge. Why isn't it in this? I don't know. 4 hearts, opponent's silent. We're losing 2 hearts at least and a spade at least. Huh. I mean, it looks like we need a spade finesse, right? What are we supposed to do? Other than just like win this, draw trump, and take a spade finesse. Oh, there's a... I guess you could call it a partial elimination. What if West has a singleton heart on her? In that case, when we draw trump, he'll win and he'll have to lead something, not hearts, right? If we can eliminate the clubs and diamonds first, before touching hearts, he'll be forced to lead something disadvantageous. We should stop and count whether that's better or worse than just drawing trump, because there is some chance that like somebody roughs one of our... Like, if East has the ace of spades, but diamonds are 7-1, for example, then then this line of trying to rough things out would be bad. But yeah, you would need either miner to be 7-1 and for West to have a singleton heart. Or no, I guess for the person with the singleton heart to have the long suit, which, okay, is likely. But the person with a singleton heart honor, yeah, it's just not very likely that this is going to come back to bite us. So we cache all these. Rough this high, just in case. Rough a club. And now we play a heart. West wins and plays a spade. But unlucky for him, his partner does not have the king. We do. Yeah. So that is indeed better than just playing for the finesse. You always retain the option to fall back on the finesse when you play this way, right? If it turns out that West wins and exits, well, I guess he couldn't really exit with something, unless he had ace-king X. Maybe he'll cash both hearts and exit a heart. In which case, you'll be in dummy, you can take the spade finesse yourself. You haven't really cost yourself anything compared to taking the spade finesse. But by stripping the minors before drawing trumps, you give yourself this extra chance that maybe West has a singleton honor and the ace of spades. In which case, the spade finesse was failing, but you'll make because you hadn't played West. If East has a singleton honor, well, nothing you could really do about it. I guess it also works if West has doubleton ace-king, because he still doesn't have an exit. Cool. So that was our 10 deals, C11 through C20. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.